Hello, how's it going? Not seeing my face today because I just have one cam, but I feel like I got it set up pretty well so that you can see me knitting. So I'm just gonna be knitting. Hopefully I'm not too loud in the mic there. I'm just gonna be knitting some socks today. These socks are actually going to my mom. I knit her some socks every year, but I figured it would be a nice and relaxing type of stream to do. So that's what I wanted to do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start. We can chat. I always have an issue finding the center thread here. So don't mind me while I pull out all that's guts. If I can find it. Yeah. Okay. That's a start. So when I knit these are actually specialty type socks just because my mom has lymphedema, which is basically like a lot of swelling in her legs. So she's not able to actually wear regular socks that go over her ankle. So that's why I like knitting them. And then also knitting is just fun. I used to crochet a lot, but I've really switched over to knitting. I just like how it looks a lot better. Although I feel like knitting, or I should say, did I say knitting before? I meant crocheting. I used to crochet, but I like knitting, how it looks better. But I gotta say that, like, if you mess up in knitting, it's a lot harder to fix than if you mess up in crocheting. Okay, here's the beginning. I found it. It just took this whole mess here. That's fine. We'll use it up quick. I'm even gonna just start it. So when I cast on, these are the needles I'm using. When I cast on, I do 128 stitches. So I like to have like a longer type starting, just in case, because I'd rather have too much and cut it off than have not enough and have to start over, because yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, that looks like enough. Okay, so I'll just start my little slip stitch here. A little loose. Okay, let's see here. So this one goes in the finger, this one goes in the thumb. Just get in the way here. Just put that over here. I'm just gonna count to like, I'll count to like 20 and place like a marker there, just because I don't want to have to recount the whole thing again, because that's tedious. And I feel like 10 would be just too many markers. So I'll put a marker at 20. Although, yeah. No, I don't know what I was thinking then. Yeah, 20. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I actually do have cocoa. Okay, so it's a coffee cocoa, but here it is. If you can see it. Where is it? Okay. You can't really see it, but that's the foam on top, so that's why it's white. I have my camera in front of me, and it's reversed, so that way it's like my point of view rather than upside down point of view. So it was weird to try to adjust it while it's upside down. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. What absolutely irks me every time is that the yarn will actually just kind of get unwinded a bit when I'm doing the starting. But I'll just have to deal with it. Okay, I don't want any of this to get tangled, so I'm just gonna put it over here. I don't know why I got the second ball out, because I definitely won't need it for a while. And these are my notes. They're a mess. I made these notes like, more than, I want to say like 6 years ago, because I've been knitting these socks for quite a while now. Now for my markers, I'm a cheapo. I don't think that anyone should need to use store-bought markers when I have all this yarn, all this extra yarn to use, like just from cutting off tails and such. This used to be a mess. This whole thing used to be way messier because I would save all the tails that I would cut off. And I finally decided to stop hoarding a bit, and I threw some of it away. Because I always need more markers, because my cat, whenever I set one down, I'll forget about it, number one. Let's be honest, I'll forget about it. And then number two, my cat just loves them. She sees them, and she's just attacking them and loves playing with them, so they get lost that way too. Sometimes I'll just find them like stuck to clothing or something. You can see that. Stuck to clothing. Okay, so here's the first marker. I'm definitely gonna need more than this, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm gonna recount this just in case. Okay, 20. Right, that goes through the ball. This is tail. This is the worst part about starting, is figuring out what to do with that little second portion of this, the second needle. That's it. But my mom's favorite color is purple. I didn't have any purple, unfortunately, so I'm gonna use what I have. Thankfully, I hoard a bunch of yarn along with anything else that could be used for a craft, so I have a bunch of sock yarn. These ones will be fine. They're kind of Christmassy colors, right? Blue for winter, if you're in the northern hemisphere. Alright, that's not 20. I'm not gonna even count it. Hopefully, yeah, my mic looks like it's picking me up, but hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully it's not too quiet. I gotta say, I do like the music. Thought we'd find some nice lo-fi Christmas music. By the time I'm like done with one sock, I'm like, oh yeah, that was so much fun. And then when I start the second sock, I'm like, is this over now? Especially because with knitting such, because I like to try to make the socks as long as I can. And it can get really just repetitive. Because with crocheting, you count the actual rows, but in knitting, you use like a ruler or such. And it has to be at least 6 inches from the band. Okay, I bet that's more than 20. It's 23, 24. Let's go to 40. I might just do 40s instead. Because I just don't want to count that much. I get too lazy when it comes to counting. I mean, like, lazy enough so that, like, I'm not messing anything up, but, like, or I should say not too lazy so I'm not messing anything up, but, like, lazy enough so I don't have to, like, repetitively count anything. So with the sock that I'm making, it's just gonna be like a basic sock here, just because I'm starting pretty late. Like, I usually start in maybe September, mid-October. No, not September. That's way too early. I should say, like, mid-October to early November. So I feel like I'm just rushing through this. That's 20. Oh, I stopped right at a good point. That was perfect. Didn't even count that one. Okay, so that's 20, that's 40. Okay, I'm making myself a mess here. Where am I? Oh no, okay, we got it. It looks like a mess here, but I think I know exactly what everything is. Yes, okay. I did my last final today. Feel pretty good about it. It was my math final, which covered statistics, like intro to statistics, which works out because I took a statistics class last term. So it was all the like basic stuff that I already knew. So that's why I feel pretty good about it. And then I got, oh, I did my final for my drawing class. I felt pretty good about it. It was just like a portrait of my dog. And I'm pretty obsessed with my dog, so I liked how that one turned out too. Alright. Part of me is wanting to go crazy with this sock and have like a pattern in it, but again, I just don't have time. It's 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay. Here comes the untwisting again. Yeah, but thankfully, like, with my notes here, again, this is the sock pattern. Thankfully, I can interpret it as to what I was going on about, because obviously, if you just look at it, like, you have no idea what's going on. Thankfully, I've done this enough time to figure it out. Because I just kind of made this pattern on the fly. There's not really any patterns like this that I found. So I just had to like do trial and error. Because the first one I made, she said it wasn't very comfortable. Like, they worked, but they weren't very comfortable. So I had to keep adjusting them. And I only do them for Christmas because I don't like having to knit all the time. Like, this is a special occasion for her. So I just have to readjust it each year. But I think I'm at a point where it's finally, like, good. But sometimes I feel like I've just been getting longer and longer each year for the sock. Because I want her to be able to, like, have big, comfy socks. Because, like, who doesn't like long, comfy socks, you know? The first time I ever wore hand-knitted socks, it was just life-changing. Because I was over at a friend's house, and his mom knitted a lot. And I don't know why. I think it was because it was cold and I just didn't have good socks on, and he let me use some of the socks his mom made, and they were just the best socks ever. And so I learned how to knit just so I could make socks. That's not the whole reason, but you know. Like, I think the first few things I made were hats, because I am definitely a hat person. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's 20 yet. Hopefully you can see this all right. I know these are kind of small needles. Harder to see on the camera here. You can kind of tell what's going on. Okay. 16, 17, 18. Okay. 19 and 20. Get our little marker. I'm gonna take a sip of cocoa. Or should I say coffee? To be fair, it's coffee with cocoa in it. So I feel like that qualifies. Okay, 20, 30, 60, 81. Yeah, see, I'm already at 1 here. Glad I did it with 20 instead of 10. Yeah, because I just need 1 more and then 8. Because I'm casting on 128. Yeah, see, this is way more than I needed, but you can also see that it's getting all twisted. I hate that. I hate it. That's not 20. Oh gosh. Needles. Yeah. And if I feel like it, you know, we might switch over to some Animal Crossing later, maybe. Just depending on how much I get done with this, or if I get bored with it after a while. Okay, we got 14. 17, 18, 19, and 120. What? 20. There we go. Okay, I think that's 8 more then. And I can actually start doing stuff. Yeah, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 120. And yep, 128. Okay. 120 or 128? Hold on. So 120. 128? Yeah, that's an 8. You can't really see it, but nope. That's not gonna happen. Dang it. We're halfway there. Whoa! Living on a prayer. My favorite time to knit is just watching movies, just having a movie-thon. Okay, one more, and then one for good measure. Okay, that one for good measure is actually for a purpose. It's not just me adding one. Okay, so I just have to join these so that way it's an actual, like, tube instead of, like, whole little line. So I'm just making sure it's not tangled before I join the circle. Because I've made it twisted before, and it's not fun to fix. Of course, if you mess up in knitting, nothing is fun to fix. At least with, like, crocheting, you can just pull on the string and then bing bang. Okay, I think that is good to go. Alright, so I am just going to slip this one over. This one over. I know it's not really easy to see just how small it is. Okay, I'm going to cut this tail now. It's driving me crazy. Oh my goodness. You can see how long this is. I definitely made it way too long, but whatever. See, and now I have some new marker stuff. Okay, got this little kit. Got my little scissors. My scissors that don't work, apparently. There we go. Okay. I'm just checking something. Okay, so for the ribbing, I think it's usually like, oh, it's a knit one, purl one. I think I'm gonna do knit 2, purl 2. I need to double check that that's going to be the right amount. Yeah, because knit 2. Oops, sorry about that. I don't know what that's about. I'm just calculating real quick. 128 divided by 4. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I just didn't want like 4 stitches to be like purl or knit. I needed to make sure that it was gonna be a good amount. And you know what I did? Oh, okay, thank goodness. Oh no, where am I? Oh, okay. I totally did this so that it's all messed up now. That's my life. Oh, I actually need a marker here. Well, crud. Okay. Let me make a marker real quick. I really like this yellow thread, yeah, it's like yellow. Because I never use this color. So like, it's usually it stands out very well against all the other kinds of colors that I use. I shouldn't have done it how I did it. I should have made the knot first. Okay, I'm gonna scrap that. There we go. Hi. What are you doing? It was Diva. She was just checking out everything. Okay. Voila, little marker. There goes my notes. Diva, you don't need that. Got my notes back. If I could find the page that I was on. Front row. Oh, here it is. Well, I wanted to try this out. Do some knitting on stream. See how it goes. I don't know, I think I like playing games a little bit more on stream. But we'll see. We'll see how long I can do this for. Oh, that was 2. Because really, you have to have a lot of time to talk about, because I guess in general, streaming is having a lot to talk about. Okay. Yeah, this is not my favorite part just because I hate switching from knitting to purling, the stitching type. Again, I'm just not sure how well you can do. And I just didn't have like an optimal setup for this. So like, I kind of quickly threw up my tripod here to set it up. But I felt like it was working out right. All right. And it does get a bit easier the more length I add. So at least there's that. Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, that's not evens. I mean, that wasn't 20. But when I joined in the round, it like skewed it a little bit, so it scared me. Everything's alright. It's okay. Mini panic attack over. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't get lost. Alright. And yeah, I'm getting the groove of this. I haven't knitted in like a year, so just kind of wait, did I knit? No, I have knitted. I think I knit in like August. I just wanted to make like a hood. I never finished that. That kind of is just how my projects go. If it's something that doesn't turn out exactly how I want it to, I kind of give up on it. And that's pretty much what happened. I gave up on it. I could just use it because it's supposed to be like a shawl hood. So I didn't add the hood part to it. Oh, hi, Mushroom Girl. I did not see your message there. Hello. Thanks for popping in, though. Yeah, so I don't know, usually when I knit, I like to have like Christmas movies on because I'm usually knitting during the holiday season. So I typically just binge watch Christmas movies and during the Christmas season. And last year was so much fun because I had so many projects that I was doing just because I was making everyone something. When I say everyone, I just mean like my two brothers, my mom, and my fiance and my mom's husband too. And I feel like I did some good projects last year. Made my brother a kilt, which was unfortunately a tad too small for him. So that was sad. But he's like, I'll have to make sure to get to fit into it. I've yet to see him wear it. But I made one for my fiance and he actually really loved it. Or loves it, I should say. Because he wore it all throughout summer. Which was nice. I love it when I see people using the stuff I make them, just because I put a lot of time into it. So, like, thank you for using it. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted you to be able to use it. Because, I mean, like, I don't want to give somebody something that they're not going to use. I don't like doing that because, like, then it's just, like, I put in all that effort and you don't want it. So, like, why would I want to put in effort for something that's going to sit in a closet, you know? So that's why I try to know the person I'm making stuff for. Like, a lot of the times, if they even, like, mention something, like, offhandedly, I will take mental notes. And I totally messed up because I did 4 pearls in a row. So I have to go back and fix that. See, this is why it's not my favorite part. I haven't even finished the first row yet. There we go. Oh boy, this is getting messy. And I totally hold my yarn as if I were knitting, or as if I was crocheting, because I don't know how other knitters do it, like how they hold it just like this, and I can't do that. I can't. I gotta put it around my fingy, my pinky, my fingy. I haven't even gotten to the second marker yet. Like, that's okay. We're trucking along, right? Also, I noticed that I am at 49 subscribers. Thank you everyone who has subscribed and even just popped in for any of my videos, because that truly does mean a lot to me. So I am 1 away from my first set goal, and I like, obviously that's all you guys. Thank you so much for that. That really means a lot to me. Because, you know, I want to have fun and I want to do stuff on camera, but like sometimes it's just not fun when nobody shows up. So I really appreciate anybody who just even pops in and says hello. Or, you know, even rewatches anything. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll rewatch myself back just because I'm like, how did I look when I was doing this? So I want to know. I'm like, was this entertaining? Could it have been entertaining? Like, how can I change if I'm not entertaining? And it is hard to be entertaining, like, the whole time. Although I feel like for some people, you know, it just comes naturally to them. I envy that. Wish I could do that. Imagine just being always entertaining. I feel like we all have one of those friends, and if we don't have one of those friends, you're that friend that's just always entertaining. Like the people with the cool stories, or the people that do stuff. I don't do stuff. I do nothing. This is what I do. I sit home and I knit or play video games. But I enjoy my own company, so that's what matters, right? My dog enjoys my company. Oh, here she comes. Oh, she passed right by me. She doesn't care. Puppy. Puppernoodle. It's so funny because whenever she comes in here, she like investigates things. I'm like, nothing has changed in here. Like, what are you looking for? She's just bopping around, being herself. Alright. 3 markers down. 2 to go. Man, when I first got these needles, I was so intimidated. I was like, how in the world am I gonna use these? But I wanted some, you know, some good looking socks. So I bought them, but now I can't even use the big ones. The big ones are just too chunky for me. I'm just fixing that because my needle went through the yarn. Okay. And when I knit these, like, they take a long time because of how big they have to be. So that's why also I avoid knitting them. Or making them, I should say. Knitting, making, whatever. Also, I put out a new video today. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. I wish I could have done it differently. Let's just say I'm new to Animal Crossing. No, I'm not. But like I didn't know how to change like the in-game camera settings. Diva. She was licking my tripod. So like you can see the timestamps on it, but whatever. It's fine. I made it work. So got some music in there. Alright. Another cocoa break. Look at how cute this tiny little circle is. Hopefully you can't hear me sipping. We're slowly getting rid of this mountain mess of yarn that I had to pull out from it. Oh, coming up to, oh, that's the second to last one. I thought this was the last one. I'll put those away as soon as I'm done with this first row. I also kind of want to do some cross stitching as well. Just because I love that, but I might need to wait until there's a bit more subscribers, you know? So that way I at least have someone to chat to. But I still like talking in the videos, even when there's nobody around, because like when somebody like comes in to the video and I'm like not saying anything, it's just kind of silent, I feel like that would just mean that they'd want to leave. Oh, hey Ray, how's it going? I'm actually knitting, but I do know how to crochet. So the crocheting is with the hook, like the one hook, and knitting is with the two needles. So you can kind of see it. They're very small needles. Just because I'm making some socks, so I like to have the tighter type of stitch. But yeah, so I feel like if I'm not talking, like it is. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I did not know you popped in. So, um, yeah, I do want to do cross stitch, but I don't want to do that until I have a little bit more people. But I was thinking about crocheting. I just don't know what to crochet. I just haven't crocheted in a long time. Because I prefer knitting a bit more. Just because I like how it looks. But, I have so many, like, hooks too. Because I used to do this, like, this was something, like, you can see these are all crochet hooks. I got this when I was, like, in high school from my mom. I remember at the time, I asked her for no crochet stuff, because that's all I was doing, and I knew, whoa, hey, how's it going? You know what, speaking of which, let's see. Oops. Hold on. I'll just give out some shout outs. There's no one really in here, but it's good practice, right? Yeah, no face today. Hey, how's it going, Crassel? How's it going, AJ? I would definitely recommend a kit. Oh, I spelt your name wrong. Oh my gosh. There we go. Ooh, what kind of project are you working on? That's fun. I'm just making some socks for my mom. She has lymphedema, so she can't wear... Whoa, a social media marketing presentation. That sounds like a mouthful. Is that for school, or is that just, like, something you're doing? But yeah, my mom has lymphedema, so she can't wear, like, regular size socks. If you don't know what lymphedema is, it is, like, just swollen legs. So unless it's something that just cuts off at the ankle, it's not something that she can wear. And she wants to wear, you know, longer socks. So that's why I like making these for her. Oh, for school. Yeah, I kind of figured. Farming Pokemon eggs. Oh, the evolutions. I was lucky enough to find most of the evolutions. I'm still playing. I'm like in the middle. I think I have like 2 more things to do. Technically. I have like, let's see, 1 more gym and 1 more Starfleet. Starfleet? Starfleet. Starfleet is Star Trek, right? Whatever they're called, you know, the Team Star or whatever. Yeah, so I really like making them. She loves these too. And if you've never worn like hand knitted socks, they are so cozy. I've actually never gotten around to making my own myself socks, just because by the time I'm done with 2, like I don't want to knit anymore. Oh, well, sewing is a good skill to have. Like that's my main like crafting type is sewing. And I did put out a video today of what my next project will be. It was like me trying to figure out what it's gonna be, and I gotta tell you, it was a mess, but I figured it out. Oh yeah, definitely need to save up for a PC. Those things can be expensive. I was very lucky to have my technician fiance, well, boyfriend at the time, help me shop. I would recommend shopping on Newegg when you get the chance, but I was lucky enough to get my PC stuff right before all the prices started skyrocketing. Yeah, I've been going really slow in Pokemon. I've been just kind of going around and catching stuff mostly. I only have one more evolution to get, which is Leafeon. But I have all the other ones. Oh yeah, that is a nice gift. I got mine. Well, this was when I was working. So I worked at a call center, so I actually made decent money. And then I still was able to get like the stimulus check. So I actually popped mine with the stimulus check. Right. Oh, okay. That's nice. Add money. That's cool. I'm on the second row currently. Oh, that's so nice. I wanted a PC for so long, because I wanted to actually go to school, but I grew up with a PC, like in my house, a family PC, and I used to game a lot, so that's the main reason I wanted it, but I also wanted to go back to school. So, I did both. Do gaming and I went back to school, and thankfully I am all done. I did my last final today. It was my well, okay, it's not a statistics class. It was like Math 105, which the last few chapters were statistics, which is lucky because my last term was statistics. So that one was pretty easy for me. Yeah, I'm all done. Now I have to find a job. Woohoo! I'm not looking forward to that, I'm not gonna lie. Next Friday. You're so close though. Weeks go by so quickly. I haven't worked in 2 years, I think. Yeah, because I quit in 2020. And I'm pretty sure you could figure out why, just with how that year went. Oh, that was rough. Especially working at a call center in billing during that time. Oh, I don't want to go back. Like, it's traumatic almost for me to think about it. Like, I just absolutely hated my job, and then that on top of it just was absolute, like, it was like a wrecking ball. So I had to quit. I was like, bye. I regret not having money, but I don't regret, like, leaving there. My friend, I'm terrible. When somebody doesn't like a job, I'm just like, quit. You have to quit. Find a different job. Find a better job. Just because I worked there for 6 years. 6 years doing the same thing. Because I didn't like the job, so I didn't want to, like, get promoted or anything. Yeah! Oh, I forgot! You probably haven't seen her. Come here. Come here. Up here. You want to come up here? Come up here. What's that? Yeah, she's playing with Cam right now, so she's not too interested in me, although something was new, so she wanted to smell it. Here, actually. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's Diva. If you've ever played Overwatch, you might understand the spelling of it. She was named after one of the characters from Overwatch. I don't play too much Overwatch, and I'm terrible at the game, but I really liked the name and the character, and I knew exactly how Shibas were, so I knew it was going to be a good name for her. So we had her name picked out before we even got her. Oh, thank you so much. I like that one too. I was pretty proud of it. Although it was kind of awkward because in my drawing class we have to do like it's not like a presentation, but we submit it on a slideshow and then we give feedback to our peers and we talk about our work. And the only reason it was kind of awkward is because, like, yeah, this is a picture of my dog. Let me see if I can find it here, Krazel. Actually, you know what? I will, I'll put it in Discord. And I'll put it in May's Discord. In Arts and Crafts, there we go. Doing that real quick. I don't want to switch the screens because yep, she asked for it specifically, so that's why. But yeah, when I was talking about it, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with my dog. And it really shows in this picture. Because they asked me, oh, yes, I'm sorry, AJ, because you're special. Okay, yeah, I put it in the Arts and Crafts channel. I made it with like watercolor pencils and colored pencils. But like, I feel like it was so crickets. Like talking about my dog because they're like, what was your inspiration? I was like, my inspiration was my dog because I love her. And yeah, it was kind of awkward. I'm like, how can you not be obsessed with your animal? Like, because I'm obsessed with all three of my animals. I got 2 cats and a dog, and I love them all. Oh, she brought me her toy. Wow, okay, she didn't bring me her toy. She brought it next to me and she's playing with it by herself. She's so funny because when she gets a toy, like she'll throw it around and it's the funniest thing to watch. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Oh my gosh, I wish you could see her. Come here. Come here. Come here. She like, she's so funny because she'll take her toy and she'll like nod her head. She's like, look what I got. And then she'll drop it on the floor. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video of the Shiba. She's like, they have their dog bowl and they just throw it on the ground with their face, like with their mouth. And that's exactly what she does to all of her toys. It's so funny. It's the funniest thing ever. But I'm obsessed with Shibas, and so that's why I was like, Shiba Inu Switch, I'm gonna subscribe right now. Yeah. I don't really do Instagram too often, but I do Facebook more. But I'm part of probably like 3 different Shiba groups. They're so pretty. I love them. They're pretty and they're hilarious. They're all similar. Like they have the similar type of attitude. They're cats. Someone told me it was, I met a Shiba Inu breeder at a festival, and he said Shibas are, let's see, cat software with dog hardware. And that's exactly it. Part kangaroo. Right, yeah, she is such a cat. And she'll sit in the windowsill too, because our couch is right in front of the windowsill. And she'll just look out the window. Just like a cat. Sometimes she'll hang out with my cat too. Both just looking out the window. I've seen Aussies before. They just like jumpers, like they jump a lot. I haven't really ever interacted with an Aussie. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna put these away, otherwise they're gonna get lost. These are my stitch markers because I don't believe in having to buy stitch markers. There's a yarn right there. Ah, herders. Yeah, little snippers. I think, I don't know, that just might be a lot of different dogs though. But I feel like once you get, yeah, I mean, like, it really depends on the type of dog, but when they get spayed or neutered, it can really... Are you nervous, like, that her, like, it's not gonna go well? Or are you nervous that she's gonna have, like, a different, like, personality? Because I know some dogs, their personality changes. Luckily, mine did not. But I knew if we didn't get her fixed, her personality would have, like, been terrible. So we tried to get her fixed as soon as possible. Because I heard female Shivas are just kind of mean. And that males are better. But I absolutely adore her. She's my baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, the calming down. Oh my gosh. Puppies are demons. They're so cute. And everyone's like, oh, I want a puppy. And I'm like, no, you don't. Puppies are terrible. I remember not getting rest at all when Diva was a puppy. And like my friend, she lived next door at the time. Oh my gosh, demon spawns, all of them. But like my friend, she lived next door and she would always come over because, you know, I got a puppy. She wants to see the puppy. So she'd come in and she'd be like, where's the puppy? And I'm like, she's taking a nap. Because we have her kennel trained, so she would nap in her kennel. And I remember like doing it at like 2 o'clock every day and looking forward to 2 o'clock because like she would just nonstop run around. But like she'd come over, where's the dog? And I'm like, she's napping. Wake her up. No. Because it was restless. Little, you couldn't even pet her because she was just so wild. And then chewing on everything. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah, you're so cute. You can kind of see her legs. She was looking at me with her toy in her mouth, so. Okay, I'm doing stuff. I love you. Hi. Hi. Look over here. Over here. Right here. And I love you. It's funny because Shibas are not very cuddly dogs. Like I said, they're like cats. Like, the cat aspect that, like, wants you to leave them alone. But I was lucky enough to get a cuddler. Like, she'll cuddle me when she wants to, but at least she wants to often. And if she doesn't want to, then she doesn't want me to touch her. And she's notorious for side eyes, too. Because, like, I'll say, excuse me, can you not? Thank you. Diva. Diva, stop. Stop.
Chewing on the tripod.
Hey, don't do that. Yeah, get your toy. Good girl. Sorry about that. And I think I might get to this end of the row and call it there because I am not gonna lie, just sitting here doing this. Diva. Diva, stop. Stop it. Right? Like, I don't know why puppies just can't sit still. But luckily, once they get older, it's like I remember just not being able to wait until she got older, and thankfully now she sleeps most of the time. And then sometimes she'll play. Like right now she really wants me to play with her. But she just like everything and everything. She wanted to get into it. She kind of still does, but it's less so. I think what I'll do is I will continue knitting these, and then when I get further down, I'll stream it again, just because it's not the funnest thing to watch while I'm just starting it, because you can't really see much. And that way it'll give me some time to actually figure out my my camera situation. Because I know Jelly uses her phone. I just don't know how to do that, and like by the time I was setting this up, because like I said, I had my final today. So like I got home and I like put everything together. Like I found the yarn, and then I was rushing to make my uploads and stuff. But next time I'll have a bit more time. But so far you can kind of see it's getting some progress a little bit. It doesn't necessarily fit onto these needles. Thanks for stopping in, AJ. I hope you have a good rest of your night. But it'll start to come together. But I think that's where I am gonna call it tonight. Thank you so much for everyone who has showed up. And like I said, I have a video out if you want to check it out. You can, and I'm thinking, yeah, thank you so much, Krazel. I'm thinking that I might stream this weekend just because now I don't have any homework. You can't see me, but I'm like celebrate dancing. But I think I might stream this weekend. I have people coming over on Saturday, only at 3, so I might do like a morning stream with Animal Crossing, because I really need to get some of my island done. I need to prep first, and then I can do that. So I'll just say bye. I will see you guys, I'm sure, in another stream. Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, let's go ahead and find someone to raid, because I'm terrible at remembering to do that. So let's just find someone to do. Let's see. Oh, Brooke's still streaming. Yeah, let's go to Brooke. There we go. Okay, and then I just I would say Raven Raid, but because Froggy Crossing's name is Raven, I will just say Craft Raven Raid. And I will see you all over there. again, thanks for showing up, and have a good night. Have a good one. Have a whatever, if it's day or night, have a good one. Bye.